What's up, everybody? So last week was the Bassmaster Kayak Championship, the event I've been looking forward to for 3.5 months, been practicing for, have been thinking about, have been preparing for, just put a lot of energy into it. It was last week, and so, leading up to the event, there was an off-limits period from sometime, I can't remember, mid-February. But from January till that off-limits period, I've been over 4 times and got skunked all 4 times. So my confidence on Tenkiller was pretty low. And then I made a mistake. I thought the tournament would be Friday, Saturday, or Saturday, Sunday. And it fell on spring break. And so Courtney and I planned a trip for the kids. We were gonna go skiing and find out the tournament starts actually Wednesday and Thursday. And we were gonna be on our spring break trip at that time. So had to cancel our spring break trip, rebooked. I wasn't gonna cancel on the kids. So we rebooked kind of a shorter trip that we could fly in, fly out, and get back in time that I could fish the tournament. So we flew out to San Diego, took the kids to the zoo, and it was awesome, and did SeaWorld and all that fun stuff, and just had a great time as a family. And we came back Monday night, and Tuesday was the last practice day. And so I got up first thing real early Tuesday morning, got back like 6 o'clock Monday night, left probably 4:30 Tuesday morning, and got to Tenkiller for my one practice day. And right off the bat, I caught a nice fish, probably 16 and a half, probably within 30 minutes. I should have just left right then because I was confident. I thought, okay, this is not gonna be that hard. I can do this. And I caught one small little dinky fish the whole rest of the day in practice. And I knew I might be in trouble here, but when I was out there that morning, I noticed some schooling fish, and I thought, okay, I've got pretty heavy duty stuff on. I had an A-rig, and I had, other things that I needed some lighter tackle. And so I decided I'm just gonna downsize, and I'm gonna try to go back, and I'm gonna try to find those schoolers the next morning. So I went back and found those same schoolers and still couldn't get in a bite. I got one bite that first morning. But yeah, going back to the practice day, I caught those 2 fish and get back to we had a VRBO there on Tenkiller, and Courtney and the kids were staying there with me, and there was kayaks and things on the deck from the VRBO, and Hudson was out fishing on Tuesday evening, and he came back in, and I could tell he was super excited, and he said, "Dad, I need to talk to Mom." And I was like, "Oh, I'm okay." So I knew the rules of the Bassmaster tournament was I couldn't get any information from anybody outside of the tournament during that time. So I knew that he must have caught a fish, but he couldn't tell me. And I warned him, it's like, "Hudson, if you are there and you catch some fish, I can't talk to you about it. I can't ask you about it. I can't find out anything about what you're doing." And so he went in and talked to his mom and came back, and he said, "Yeah, would it be okay for me to put that on YouTube?" And I said, "Sure, put it on YouTube. That's public knowledge. Anybody can see that." So Hudson puts a YouTube video, caught a 2.7 pound smallmouth right off of our dock, basically. So probably about a 17 and a half, 18 inch smallmouth right off of our dock. And I pretty well have been skunked the whole day in practice. And I'm like, this is not shaping up real good. But I went out Wednesday with not a whole lot of confidence. Did find those schoolers. I hooked one of them, and lost it at the boat, and got 2 bites the whole rest of the day, and did not get either of those fish in, and literally got skunked on Wednesday, the first day of this tournament. So I do not have a video to show, because I did video my practice and only caught 2 fish, and it just Wednesday I videoed for about half the day and eventually gave up. And then Thursday, I didn't wear the GoPro. I was, after getting skunked on Wednesday, I was just very frustrated. I was embarrassed. I was so disappointed, and just all those negative emotions that you can imagine. That's how I was feeling. I wanted to quit. There was no real reason to even go out there and compete on Thursday, but I couldn't not try. I was there already. I'm a competitor. I needed to redeem myself a little bit. So I did go back out on Thursday and caught a limit within probably the first 2 hours, and doing not a whole lot different than I had done the day before. Found schooling fish and was just able to catch them on a jerkbait that day. I was able to coal up throughout the day. I probably caught 9-10 fish. Ended up with 78 inches that day. So I looked through day 2, and I think 78 inches on day 2 was somewhere about 40th out of 164 anglers. So it wasn't great. but at least it felt like 100 inches to me after getting literally skunked on day one. So yeah, it was quite an experience, this Bassmaster Classic, Kayak Classic. I learned a lot. I learned a lot about fishing. I met a lot of cool people. So those of you, Tony and Tim Boyden, it was good meeting you guys. And Kyle Strother, met him from West Virginia. He finished 7th in the tournament, so it was awesome to meet him, and a whole bunch of guys from Oklahoma. So that part of the experience was just awesome for me. I'm really glad I got to do that and meet those folks and hopefully become a better angler. But yeah, it was pretty disappointing. I really felt like I had a good chance with Tenkiller being in my backyard to go out there and show out and do good. And for whatever reason, it just wasn't happening for me. I just could not find them. And so yeah, I don't have a video to show because practice day wasn't great. Day 1 was terrible. And day 2, I didn't wear the GoPro because I was just completely over it. So yeah, that's my Bassmaster Kayak Championship report. I think I finished somewhere like 119th or something like that. I don't even remember, out of 164 anglers. So even though I got skunked one day, I didn't get last. I came back and found some fish and at least didn't embarrass myself day 2. So thank you for watching. It was disappointing. It was an epic experience, but did not go the way I had hoped it would. But maybe next year, maybe I'll find a way of qualifying next year and get to make a trip to wherever the tournament's held in 2025. So that would be pretty cool. So thanks for going along with me. It was a fun journey. Hopefully the next one goes better. Thank you.